The Ashok Hotel in New Delhi is one of the grandest ITDC hotels. It has been a witness to a whole era of tourism in contemporary India. ITDC was the first to set up a hospitality infrastructure in the country, not only in the metros but even at smaller tourist destinations like temple towns, beaches and wildlife parks, and at a time when no one in the private sector was willing to go to these places.
We did a lot of very innovative work at that time, and I think it was important at the time. Now there is a quarter of a century has elapsed, more in fact, 3 decades have elapsed, and the whole situation has changed now. And in this new era of privatization, it does seem to me that the ITDC units are not being really run as efficiently as they should be.
ITDC units have generally been a profitable setup. In 1996-97, it earned a profit of 55 crore. But since then, profits had been hit because of a general recession in tourism. The lethargy affecting many other public sector undertakings also seemed to have overtaken the hotel business, and subsequently it showed losses. This year, though, things seem a bit better on a renewed thrust on marketing and realization of arrears.
Our turnover has improved. In April it went up by about 13% as compared to the corresponding month of last year. In May also the turnover has gone up, the occupancy rates have gone up. So though it is not a very big change and not a very major improvement, but there has been a significant improvement, more so when you view it in the light of all this talk about disinvestment.
The privatization of ITDC and particularly Ashok Hotel will be a test case for the government. Not only will the final modalities become the basis of disinvestment in other sectors, the way the government deals with prime properties will be keenly watched. The Disinvestment Commission had recommended that the main properties of ITDC at Delhi, including Ashok Hotel and Bangalore, be leased out and not sold off. Dr. Karan Singh, who had set up the ITDC as tourism minister in the 1960s, has recommended that these properties, particularly the Ashok Hotel, be retained for government use.
Instead of selling Ashoka Hotel to some tobacco company or to some other hotel company, why don't we use this magnificent structure, built very specially by the then Prime Minister, who was also Foreign Minister, and why don't we convert it into the Ministry of External Affairs? So I have made that suggestion. I have written to the Prime Minister, to the Foreign Minister and to the Finance Minister.
The idea is not to sell properties, prime properties located in metros like Delhi and Bangalore. The idea was that they should be given on long-term lease. So the question of selling is not exactly involved here. But, you know, it's such a beautiful property. It should be well run.
The future of employees of ITDC also hangs in balance. There is much uncertainty as to what will happen to them once the private sector takes over. Bitterly opposed to privatization, the 3 unions of ITDC are soon planning agitation against privatization. The government has acknowledged that there is overstaffing and it faces the difficult task of dealing with surplus staff.
But obviously, from the private owners, there will be an attempt to take away their existing rights and even the benefits and facilities, and primarily we are afraid of that they may lose jobs. They will obviously go for superannuation schemes and maybe retrenchment later on, saying that well, these people are not required. So that is our primary apprehension.
The government says it will make the workers part of any negotiations about their future with the private bidders. But the actual modalities of disinvestment are yet to take shape. If the government does not speed up the process and provide all the answers, the uncertainty which hangs heavy on Ashok may ultimately affect the morale of the people who have been the showcase of Indian hospitality for so many years.